Hi team, this is a tutorial on how to get started and set up for the speaking portion of the ELPAC test. First, you're going to want to open up a web browser. You can either type the URL, which is elpac.org, into the address bar, or you can just type ELPAC into the search bar and it will bring up the ELPAC home website for you. Go ahead and click on the ELPAC website. It will take you to the homepage of the ELPAC. We have a lot of tabs up at the top here in the yellow, but we're going to go ahead and go to the left where we see these blue buttons right here. Click on the second one down. It's the Test Administrator interface for online tests. It will open up a new tab, and once you are there, you can log on with your district email and you can enter your password. It also has the first time user option, or if you need to register for the ELPAC website. Sometimes it will log you right in. Other times, such as now, it will say that the ELPAC site has emailed you a code. So I recommend having access to your email. That way you can access the logon code that they sent you, copy and paste or memorize it, and then type it into the ELPAC website where it's asking for the emailed code. Once you enter the code, press submit and it will log you right in. So we have the active sessions, and as you can see, there are currently no active sessions at this moment. So go ahead and on the right, it says start a new session now. Click on that and it will bring up a session for you. You will see all of these different options here. We are going to work on the Summative English Language Proficiency Assessment for California, the ELPAC today. So click on that and then it will bring up several grades. You're going to go ahead and choose the one that you are going to be testing. Make sure you click on the plus sign. If you try and click where it says grades 6 to 8, nothing will pop up. So once you click on the plus sign, it will bring up the listening test, reading, speaking, and writing. Today we are going to click on the speaking test portion, so make sure you check that off. And a warning will pop up. It's just letting you know that you're about to start a test and that the students only have one opportunity to take the test. Go ahead and click OK to continue. So as you can see, we have one test selected, which is the grade 6 to 8 speaking test for the summative ELPAC. And down below that we have the session type. You do have two options, in-person or remote or hybrid. Today we are going to be doing the speaking portion of the ELPAC in person. Go ahead and click on Start Operational Session. That will start a session for you, and we have the session ID up here. It's always going to start with CA, and we're going to need this later to log into the student's computer when they begin the speaking portion. At this point, you're going to want to go back to the ELPAC homepage, and on that left-hand side, we are going to click on the Data Entry Interface and Teacher Hand Scoring System option. A new tab will open up, and this is the scoring for the computer-based ELPAC. We're going to want to click on the button that says Data Entry Interface DEI, which will open up another tab. No need to log in since we are already logged in at this point, but you are going to need to enter the student information. First, enter the student's first name, make sure it's their first name only, and the statewide student ID or the SSID into the student ID portion. You will either have a list of the student IDs for all of the students you are testing, or they will have their SSID with them. Once you sign in, you can click on the tab, the scoring for the computer-based ELPAC, and exit out of that just to not have so many tabs open, and go back to the operational test session because we are going to need the operational session ID. As you can see, the approvals option is not clickable at the moment, so grab a second electronic device for the student to log into. Once you have the student's electronic device set up, go ahead and sign them in with their first name, the SSID, and the session ID, which, as I said before, changes every time you start a new session. Once you've signed the student in on their electronic device, go back to your device to the operational test session. The approvals button should pop up at this point, and you are ready to get started on the speaking portion of the ELPAC.